Jing Huashuang began to release energy, and with a gaze full of emotion, he leaped and his eyes fixed on Liu Oshun, who was hidden inside the portal. He couldn't help but smile and feel admiration for our boy. Thinking that he had already discovered long ago that they were going to be attacked but had remained calm and thrown the bone as a warning to the others. Jing, who was sitting on the sofa, couldn't help but feel somewhat confused. Jing Huashuang's eyes began to shine, and with a smile, he struck the portal. He was impressed to see that his opponents could establish a triple void restriction, and even create cyclical illusions within the restrictions. But it had been useless since they had fallen completely into Jing Chen's trap. The portal shattered into pieces, making Liu Oshun and his men visible. He couldn't help but panic and feel furious upon seeing that our boy had sensed their presence yet still waited until the last moment in order to humiliate them. Jing Huashuang descended to the ground and began staring at them intently, asking them to stop saying so much nonsense. Liu Oshun and the others realized that if they retreated now, they were going to die. They decided to follow the plan and finish off Jiang Ne altogether. The members of Jing's team went on alert. Our boy stood up, and everyone started praising him. For them, he was someone who had everything under control and observed even the smallest detail. They felt admiration toward him. Wu Henqiu approached him, her eyes filled with joy. With a confident smile, she mentioned that this time she really understood it. And Liu Oshun appeared and mentioned that she also understood it. Jing's eyes filled with confusion. With a forced smile he said that it wasn't actually as deep as they thought. But now that he had guessed by chance, he decided to get down to business for the battle. He started running towards the others but not before asking Liu Oshun and Wu Henqiu to take care of protecting Lai Bing and Prince Wang well and not let others take the kills, seeing that our boy had entrusted them with a mission. They couldn't help but feel happy and promised to protect them at all costs. In reality, our boy just wanted to get some exercise. The men of Liu Oshun lunged at Jing Wuxiang. But in the blink of an eye, he grabbed one of their heads and slammed his body forcefully against the ground, causing the man to start screaming in agony. Two men wielding swords tried to take advantage of his lowered guard to attack, but Wuxiang used his technique called Eight-Armed War God Body, and several fists made of energy emerged from his body, effortlessly knocking down the two men. One of the fists attacked Liu Oshun, but he unsheathed his sword and blocked the attack at the last moment. At first our boy decided to help him. But upon seeing how strong he was, he realized that this guy didn't need anyone's help. The energy from the attack grew more intense, and it became increasingly difficult for Liu Oshun to defend himself. He panicked and his eyes widened with fear. Behind them was Liu Ha. Jing Wuxiang was too strong. So he gave Liu Ha the order to bring support from other groups. Liu Ha, who was deep in his thoughts, came out of his trance and asked him to hold on a bit. His eyes filled with seriousness. He reached back and summoned a portal, and while sweating he called Dan Lishuang's group and gave them the order to send reinforcements. At first, they refused since things were not going according to plan, but eventually they relented. Just then, Jing appeared above him, unsheathed the sword and with a piercing gaze noticed that this guy had the support class. Liu Ha raised his head and upon seeing Jing his eyes widened in fear. Jing did not want to let this guy use his powers, so he descended to the ground and with a determined expression attacked with a fierce slash. But to his surprise, Liu Ha reacted in time and entered the portal, saving himself by a hair's breadth. His eyes began to shine with rage. He clenched his teeth knowing that he had no other option but to surrender himself into the void. He was furious because he didn't know why Wu Qingqing's group hadn't dealt with Jing Chen yet. The reality was that she was busy. Tang Ying unsheathed her daggers, and her eyes began to gleam with malice. With a smile, she attacked Qingqing, but she blocked the attack using her small knives. Her attention focused on her, making her eyes widen in surprise. She informed Liu Ha that she was being held back by Tang Ying. Both were assassins. And people always said that Qingqing was number 1 and Tang Ying number, and today was the day when she wanted to see if this was true. Liu Ha questioned where Dan Lixuang was. She too was busy. As she headed toward the others, Bai Feng stood in her way. He unsheathed his sword and with a gaze full of rage said that if she wanted to attack his companions then he would have to go over his dead body. Dan Lixuang activated her power, making a powerful blue energy appear. She decided to first purify Bai Feng and then purify the others. Several members of Luo Shan's group were fighting against the others, but Jing's team had 2 strong warriors who were blocking the attacks. Following Jing's order, Liu Sandao went with Li Bing, who was sitting on the ground holding her bow. Liu Sandao crossed her arms in front of her chest and activated the Eternal Earth Shield. In the blink of an eye, a powerful shield began to form in front of her. She suggested to Li Bing to hide behind her and support the others. Now that Li Bing didn't have to worry about being ambushed, she turned around and her eyes filled with seriousness. She launched a powerful ice arrow towards her opponents. Mu Henqiu unsheathed her sword and her eyes began to shine. She started advancing towards Luo Shan and gave the order to the prince to cast the curse to cover her while she went into battle. He obeyed, extended his hand, and used the discouragement curse, making an evil energy appear. Upon noticing the curse, one of the men activated mental defense. But in the blink of an eye, Mu Henqiu moved like lightning and with a murderous gaze, attacked the man. Cutting his abdomen, the man opened his mouth and began to scream in pain. Liu Ha was hiding inside the portal. He started observing our boy carefully, realizing that at this rate, sooner or later Luo Shan and the others were going to end up defeated. Jing sensed the presence of the portal and using his sword cut it. Our boy was tired of seeing that Liu Ha liked playing whack-a-mole games, but with a calm look he decided to play along with him. Liu Ha was busy trying to escape from Jing Chen, so he couldn't move, much less support his companions with spatial teleportation. 2 men tried to attack our boy from behind, but as expected, he had already noticed them. Jing threw the sword at them, which struck their chests directly, creating deep cuts. With a smile, he mentioned that he could search for moles and cut them at the same time. Liu Shan, who was somewhat injured, opened his mouth and began spitting blood. Many of his men who were fighting against Jing Wushuing had fallen, and the ground was filled with corpses. Jing Wushuing was still unscathed. He clenched his fist and with a penetrating gaze began to stare at him intently. He couldn't help but mock them upon seeing that they hadn't been able to defeat him even being 8, advising them to gather 9 more warriors to try again. Liu Shan was lying on the ground with his hand over his shoulder. The group's formation was completely disordered, and Jing Wushuing was too strong. Moreover, Jing Chen was still fighting freely. He knew that if this continued like this, they were going to lose. But then something happened, and the sky filled with black clouds and thunder began to form. Liu Shan clenched his teeth and lost hope, but when he looked toward the sky, a light of hope appeared in his eyes. The cloud was a power of calamity, and he felt relieved to see it had arrived. They were going to be struck by the thunder, so he gave the order to Dan Lixuang to use her powers. She extended her hands, and her body began to emit a powerful blue energy. Bai Feng tightly gripped his sword and started advancing quickly towards her. Dan Lixuang summoned a barrier to protect herself from the attack. Jing Wushuang's attention focused on her, and it didn't take him long to realize that this was Liu Shan's true plan. He gave the order to everyone to kill Dan Lixuang first. Now that he was distracted, Liu Shan stood up and his gaze fixed on him. He placed his hand on the ground, and an energy began to spread across the floor. He couldn't help but smile, revealing that it was already too late. The energy entered Jing Wushwang's body, causing him to fall to his knees on the ground. While resting one hand on his knee, he placed the other on the floor and couldn't help but grit his teeth in fury, knowing he had been too careless. Now Jing Wushwang was immobilized. Bai Feng approached Dan Lishwang and prepared to attack. Liu Shan knew that even if he used all the illusions he had, he wouldn't be able to trap him for long. But keeping him immobilized for 10 seconds was more than enough, since by the time he escaped from the illusion, Jing Nan would have already been eliminated. He gave Dan Lishwang the order to act as there was no time to lose. She used the technique called Water Dragon Dance. The divine and demonic energy was protecting her body. A powerful burst of energy shot out towards Bai Feng. Luckily he blocked the attack using the sword, but in the process his body was sent flying backward, forcing him to retreat. While Dan Lishwang's eyes were shining, she extended her hands toward the sky and used her best technique called Blue Sky Water Serpent Dragon. She activated a forbidden spell, causing blue energy to descend from the sky onto Jing's group's bodies, and not long after a mark appeared on their heads. Jing, who had the sword resting on his shoulder, began to observe the others with a calm gaze and couldn't help but feel confused upon seeing that marks had appeared on everyone's heads. At that moment, a powerful dragon made of electricity appeared in the sky and started staring at them intently. Luo Sandao and Lai Bing began to look at the dragon. Their jaws dropping in fear. They had been marked by thunder punishment. The power of thunder punishment was comparable to that of a sealed king of 7 transformations. The attack had great range, and there was no time to escape. Tang Ying's eyes were filled with joy. She had struck her opponent 3 times, with the last one almost costing her life, so she had lost. Wu Qingqing had lost an arm and bore a deep cut on her chest. She was clutching the wound on her arm as she slowly began entering Liu Han's portal. With a smile, she mocked Tang Ying by saying that her victory meant nothing since they were losers in the ranking competition for celestial geniuses, revealing that Great Zia remembered nothing about losers. The members of Jing's team began to observe the thunder in the sky. They couldn't help but feel frustrated as they had been about to defeat them, not knowing if this was a matter of fate. Bai Feng was furious and his body was surrounded by an intense energy. He prepared to attack again, revealing that Da Lishwang had the ability to escape into the void. She entered the portal saying that he was going to be purified. The prince started looking at the thunder and couldn't help but feel fear, but he said that he and Mu Hankyu were going to die together. She put her hands on her head and couldn't help crying. She gave him the order to leave since no one wanted to die with him. She wanted to go with Jing. Little by little, Jing Wushwang began to free himself from the illusion, and his eyes started to shine with a thirst for revenge. Liu Ocean revealed that they were going to die and Jing Nan had lost. And none of them in the 4 great war zones was going to advance. Jing Wushwang knew that the thunder punishment would not be able to kill him. And he swore to pursue them until death after leaving the secret realm. Liu Ocean entered the portal and mocked him, saying that first he must survive in order to then kill them. But then, someone jumped. It was Jing who had thrown himself toward the thunder punishment. The dragon began staring at him intently, ready to attack. Jing's eyes were full of determination. He asked why they were so afraid of a simple thunder, not knowing if it was necessary to flee. Liu Ocean and the others who were hiding in the portal couldn't help but laugh, thinking that Jing had gone crazy and believed that the punishment of thunder wasn't powerful enough. With a confident expression, he extended his hand toward the dragon and with a smile revealed that he had been waiting for this moment for a long time, and asked if this wasn't the hidden card they had, revealing that it was something weak. Several dragons made of electricity appeared in the sky and began to roar, but Jing remained calm. They couldn't help but panic as the 9 dragons were heading toward Jing Chen. They asked what Dan Lishwang was doing, giving her the order to make the dragons attack the others. She extended her hand toward the dragons and her eyes filled with fear. She tried to control them but was unable. She panicked. not knowing how it was possible that she couldn't control her own calamity. Our boy descended to the ground and began absorbing the electric dragons. His eyes started shining with excitement, and with a smile, he revealed that her water was no longer pure. Then he used the thunder dominative ability called lightning fusion. He started to fly in the sky and everyone's attention was fixed on him. He revealed that this time, the ones who were going to lose were them. Everyone was in shock upon seeing that our boy had absorbed the electricity of the dragons. Realizing that he had two classes, they didn't know how many more secrets our boy had hidden. Jiang began to stare at them and extended his hand, making electrical energy appear. It was time for Jiang to start hunting. He used the skill called Sky Blade and Thunder Blade. He wanted to see who was faster, his thunder or Liu Han's portal. This is the end of the video. If you guys want to see the next part, so subscribe to our channel, share the video, and like.